Dear children, last day I taught you the different system of power existing in the world: dictatorship, monarchy, theocracy. Now, different forms of democratic government. On the basis of relations between the executive and legislature, the democratic government can be two kinds: parliamentary government, presidential government. Parliamentary government form of government is a government in which the executive is responsible to the parliament for its work and exercise of authority and the ministers. This form of government originated in England and it has been adopted in most of the countries including India. Presidential form of government is the government where the executive is not appointed from the member of the legislature and is not responsible to the legislature. In this system, the head of the state enjoys all the powers provided to him and his minister are his advisor. Here the chief of the state is the real executive and actually exercise the powers which can constitute and laws confer upon him. This form of government originated in America. Democratic government may also be unitary or federal. Till the 18th century, all the government used to be unitary when all the power are legally enjoyed by the central government and the provincial government are completely under the central government. This system is called unitary government. The first federal government was established in the USA when the 13 independent states formed a union and gave birth to new country. When the powers are divided between the central and the state, and the both work independent of each other, one does not interfere in the work of the other. It is called a federal government. India has adopted federal structure, but it has elements of unitary government also in order to face any sort of emergency. Chief features of the unitary government are as follows: concentration of power. In a unitary government, all the powers are concentrated in the central government. Provincial government enjoy only those powers and authority which are best owed on them by the real government. These powers may be curtailed and withdrawn by the central government at its will. Single administration. There is single administration and provinces and local bodies do not have any separate legislature. There is only one set of government servants who are under the central government and they carry out the administration throughout the state. There is single judiciary for the whole country. The single citizenship. People are given single citizenship. There cannot be a separate citizenship of the province of the residents in their area. Nature of the Constitution. Constitution may be rigid or flexible, written or unwritten. There is no need for written or rigid constitution. The chief feature of the federal government are as follows: distribution of power, powers of national importance are best or bestowed on the central government, while those relating to regional or local importance are bestowed on the state. Both exercise their respective powers independently. Written and rigid constitution. There has to be a written and rigid constitution. The constitution should be rigid so that one may not amend it for its own benefit. Supremacy of the Constitution. The Constitution is the supreme law of the state, and no authority is allowed to act contrary to it. Fourth, independent judiciary. In a federation, there is an independent, impartial, and powerful judiciary. This is given superiority over the other two organs of the government. It is vested with the power of judicial review. Bicameral legislature. All over the world, there are two chambers of parliament. Even in England, where there is unitary government, there are two chambers. The lower house consists of representatives of the people, while the upper house is made up of the peer appointed by the crown. Dual citizenship. The federal government. In the federal government, there is provision of dual citizenship, but it is not essential in USA. Dual citizenship is available, but in India there is no provisions of dual citizenship. Significant elements of democracy. The following significant element makes democracy popular in contemporary world. First, formal equality, liberty, popular participation, decision-making mechanism, accommodation of differences, enhancing human dignity. Now, next step.